Okay, so part 4. And by part 4, it means at least there's 3 other parts, right? Yeah, right. Link will be downstairs. But wait! Keep watching this video first, and then you can watch the other parts. Or start with part 1. Whatever. Quick word, guys, before starting part 4. Big thank you for those of you who subscribe to my small, tiny, little weenie channel. It means a lot to me. I'm working my butt off to finish and produce videos on this project, and thank you for joining me on this adventure. So, part 4, I know what I said on the last video. Part 4 is gonna be on
the rear suspension.
But because of the COVID-19 situation, some of the remaining parts for the rear suspension that I pre-ordered are now on hold. And since I had all the parts to complete the front suspension, here we are. A good side of the COVID-19, if there is one, is that now I have more time to spend on the project and take care of my kids and my wife. And maybe it's not in this
particular
order. Wife, kids, project? Nah, it doesn't matter. My wife doesn't watch my videos anyway. Or does she? Nah, maybe. Nah, well, that's that. Now for the front suspension. I will have to build the wishbones, the bracket with all the pivot points that attach the wishbones, the cantilever, the link and pivot bracket, and also some extension for the rack and pinion, because I will reuse the stock Smart rack and pinion steering. Alright, time to build now. This is a quick and simple trick. As you see, I want to do this wishbone. I need 2 small parts that's gonna be 1.5 inches long with a 22 angle cut and a 7.5 inch longer part that needs also a 22 angle cut. And I need those 2 times and 2 times. So just a simple and easy trick. I got the long bar in the saw, and it is now set at a 22-degree angle. And here's the thing, I measured 7.5 from the hand here to the cut, and then I will flip the entire bar, and I will do exactly the same thing, and then I will measure 7.5 from the end and do another cut. So I will produce the 2 longer parts. Those parts will be cut using the tubing notcher later on, and I will be left with 2 cutted sides on the bar. I will set back my saw to 90 degree, and I will cut the 1.5 inch long part, and that's gonna be done. So I will set only once the 22 degree on my saw by flipping the part. Yeah, quick trick to go faster, because time is money, guys.
Well, there you go, guys. We've got all 4 parts, and I changed only once the angle of the saw.
here it is. It seems like not a lot. This is all the brackets for the front suspension. By brackets, I mean all the attachment point to connect the links. Big base plate, small brackets to attach the rod ends, and really don't forget your elephant brackets. Super important. Any Smart-Hayabusa needs elephant brackets. Alright, it's welding time!
Hang on guys, we're almost done here with the fab. I only need to make the pivot bracket and the extension for the rack and pinion. I know you're strong and you can go through and complete this video till the end.
Did you think that the part just appeared machined just by rolling it? No, it was more like... Oh, so you think that I broke the magic? For the younger folks out there, Santa Claus doesn't even...
Okay, la fab is done. La fab. La fab. Okay, the fab is done. Yes. And so is this video. It's getting a bit long for just one video for the front suspension. So the next one's gonna be on installing all the parts on the Smart-Hayabusa. And it fits kind of okay-ish curved car. All right. Thank you for watching and please consider subscribing for the next part. And finally guys, it's critical here. Don't forget, always look for leaks on your roof, especially if you live up north in the cold weather, or you might have a surprise on your workbench. See ya!